Alrighty. That was not bad. All right, Lions get the win. Who's pissed about that? I'm not. Not gonna lie. It was pretty it's pretty negative before that game started. And I kind of started to get into that negative PTSD Lions mode. And I'm really glad I'm out of it now. No, but seriously, that was a good win. I think that was kind of what we were looking for. A game where we're in control the entire time. There were some moments where we let it get away from us, but I felt like that was that's the team I'm looking to see down the stretch, and the team I think we're all familiar with. Um, can't say too many bad things about it, especially the way it ended too, with the interceptions and the sacks, and that's the biggest thing, guys. I thought, we really called out this defense for not being relevant in the sack column, in the pressure column, right? I called them out and I said, where the hell's your pass rush? Well, there's the pass rush right there. Um, I I I'm still too excited from the win, like literally, to get too negative into it. But thought Goff had a real good, healthy game. The offensive line showed signs of weakness. They're still not obviously where we want them to be, but um, Hermdo, I'm on now. Hop on, brother. Let's see here. Other than the one play the ref shouldn't have given my Lions, there were several calls the ref should have not given to the Cowboys. Um, yeah. Do we really want to get into that, though? Do we really want to complain? Um, I was texting a few of my buddies. The fix is in. Their Vegas hates us, right? Once they took that safety away, but um, I'm not gonna lie. I never thought I'd see a game where the refs didn't favor Dallas in such an obvious way, right? Um, but let's see. Jer Bear says it's been a rough season. Got to stay positive. It has been a rough season, but I think if we would have already had uh, like a Super Bowl under our belt right now, this wouldn't be a rough season. We're clamoring for that win. Oh, look who's knocking on the door! It's Uncle Hermdo.
Hey, what's up, man?
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. How's everything going?
Not too bad. That wasn't a nail biter. That wasn't a an emotional roller coaster. We did everything we should have done in the first half.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not too upset about it.
No, for a while there, and some of the moves they made, but that 18-3 run Dallas went on, where they pulled within three of us. They have been losing 9-27. They put up 18 points to our three, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh man, oh man.
Yep.
But the Lions, they clamped down, they buckled down. The defense looked good. Kelvin Shepard had those guys firing all cylinders. Reed was out there, man. He was a workhorse tonight. He was getting outworked, and he looked like he was kind of mismatched a couple times, but he took care of business. We scored the two touchdowns late. Jahmyr Gibbs got his third touchdown of the night. Ties
Unreal.
Barry Sanders for most touchdowns of someone under the age of 24. Absolutely
Unreal.
insane. He's above Randy freaking Moss.
I know that
And
just
it's
goes
absolutely
to show
insane the
you.
production this guy's had. And, David Montgomery making big plays. The whole offense looked good. The offensive line, there's a couple moments there where they were getting the Goff, but they clamped down too. There was a lot of penalties, a lot of flags flying in this game. There was a couple on Ratledge, a couple on, what's his name, Skipper. And there was a couple moments, but, Dallas was really getting it. There was a couple moments there. There was that one, that offsides or the false start they didn't call, or they
Right.
called it back. Then there was kind of that phantom offensive pass interference. I think the Lions got a gift there. But if Dallas wanted to win, they could have just scored more points. But, yeah, it was really a pretty good outing from the Lions. Now their playoff odds are up to 55%. Dallas drops to 9%. Looks like I don't think Dallas is going anywhere this year. Brian, And these, that's a powerful Dallas Cowboys offense. This is the team that beat the Eagles, that beat the Chiefs, two teams that the Lions couldn't get the better of. So, I mean, I don't want to, sleep on the Cowboys or nothing, but it is the Cowboys. But still, it's a pretty crushing loss for them. Lions took care of business at home, as they should. Now they got 3 away games. They got the Steelers coming to town in 2 weeks, I believe. And next week they're playing Matt Stafford and the Rams in L.A., so that's going to be a tall task. That's the only thing. I think 3 out of 4 of these games are very winnable. I'm not scared of the Bears. The Rams, I think, will be a big challenge for this team, but I don't know. Could we finish this year? We're 8-5 now. Could we finish 11-5? I don't know.
Let's do this because I agree, and we really need to keep taking this thing a week at a time, right? Because the roller coaster that can be if you don't. Every week we've said, oh my God, this schedule looks different this week. Oh, this looks different this week, right? So, I mean, let's really look at who the week's over for us. We already have our review. We know we're 8-5, 55% chance of winning the playoffs, right? Like you said, we take down a Cowboys team that has beaten a Kansas City team, beaten a Philadelphia team, but it's who are the Bears playing this week?
Who are they playing? I do not know.
That's what I'm about to find out.
Yeah, look it up for us, Mark.
Okay, so this is what I want to do. So since we're taking it a week at a time, right, and we're going to get strategic here. Bears are playing the Packers. That's a big.
They're playing
game,
the Packers
Rondo.
next week. That's an interesting in-division game.
Yep.
Yeah, the Bears also beat the Eagles. Yeah.
So
the Bears, man.
So here we're sitting at 8-5, knowing that
Yep.
we're not on top of the division right now, but
no.
This matchup right here is really gonna be interesting to see who the Bears really are. So they're playing in Lambeau.
Yeah.
If the Packers take this one, which I think they will, really that takes a little bit of the sail out of the Bears' momentum. Steelers playing the Ravens, Broncos playing the. Oh, geez, why did the Raiders even allowed to play right now? They just need to give up, wave the red flag, disperse the team, disperse the players.
They got to sell the team again. They got to move the team again.
That's all they have to do. They just have to keep moving the damn team.
Oh, Lord.
But anyways, yeah, it was.
Remember when people thought Derek Carr was good?
Oh my God. Good win, good game. Like you said, can't sleep on the Cowboys, but they are the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. We talk shit about them. But what I like to see is that the team that, like we said in our last episode, it's how you play after Thanksgiving. That's what matters.
Yep.
This is the team that's going to continue to show up the next couple weeks. I'm very happy. I got a little nervous and I got a little haterade in me, but if this is the team that shows up, that I'm okay with, and I saw discipline, and I saw detail, and I saw adjustments, and I saw all the things Dan Campbell said they were going to make. So kudos to the team for doing it. Kudos to Shep for, I honestly say, we miss Ben Johnson, but do you miss Aaron Glenn? I mean, nothing against the guy, but Shep has taken this defense to the next level.
Yeah, there's a couple moments you kind of wonder. They have looked good. The unit has looked good considering the injuries they have.
Yep.
Looks like Brian Branch went down, so I'm worried about that. But we got Terry and Arnold's out for the season. Kirby Joseph's out for a while. I think he's done. He's done for the season, ain't he? There's a lot of.
They're not IRing him, and I think every week he just continues to try and come back.
Okay. So we'll see. The jury's still out on Kirby Joseph, but they've had a lot of losses. They've had to use a lot of guys from the practice squad. They lost another guy, Thomas something. I think he was a waiver pickup, if I'm not mistaken. But but what Kelvin Shepard has to work with, he's done a very good job. The secondary play was very good. C.D. Lamb going down, that helps. But they still have a few dangerous pieces there. But they did their job. They did what they were supposed to do. They let Dak in a couple times. It gets you a little nervous. But I felt the Lions were mostly in control of this game. There's a few moments where you're just kind of like, eh. But in the fourth quarter, they really locked it down, and I really didn't have any worries. But it's a good Lions win, man. It's a good Lions win when they absolutely desperately needed a win.
Here's who I'm going to give my game ball to immediately is Jack Campbell.
Yes. Yes.
Not only does he tackle like a WWE superstar, but he punches like a You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
That was so fucking great.
He was incredible tonight. He
Oh my
looked
God.
damn
The
good.
whole linebacking core was Anzalone, Derek Barnes. They all were great.
Yeah,
Aaron
Barnes
Donald,
was
Justin
on
and
fire.
Drill.
Yep.
I've got I even Marcus Davenport looked better than Marcus Davenport normally looks. How
He
about
looked
that?
he looked pretty serviceable. He was solid tonight.
That's a
And that's all you can really
complimentary word.
expect from him.
Yeah.
Just be a serviceable guy, on the opposite side of Hutch. And that's all we can really ask for the guy. But, people were Muhammad made a couple nice plays. It was just
He did.
he looked good out there. The defense looked good. Offense looked really good too. So, credit where credit's due. I mean, John Morton did have these guys in the right position. Jared Goof didn't show up. Dak Prescott, we were getting to him all night. There was a ton of pressure on him. Those three, there was it three? He had like 2 turnovers, 1 interception, and we kept forcing those balls out. We kept taking care of business. There was a couple shaky calls here and there, but I mean the Lions came away with the W. That's all you can really ask for. Dallas fans are probably pissed off right now. But, in the last 4 years, could there be like a budding Lions Cowboys rivalry, coming? I mean, it's probably not going to be the level of the Philadelphia and whatnot, but,
I think there has been one just based on the last how many times we played each other.
yeah. We played each other every year for the last 4 years, yeah. They got the better of us. That one game in 2023 where we should have won. We should have been 13-4 that year, but that was some goofy bullshit there. But we put the screws to them last year, and, I tell you, man, there's nothing. I know I rag on Jerry Jones, but I tell you what, there's nothing better than watching that old octogenarian gremlin sitting in his press box, just looking at his team fail to make the playoffs again.
It's the best.
Just the pain in his eyes. I'm just like, Jerry, you could give this up any time you want to, man. You could delegate some responsibility, but he can't because he's an old, stinky old man, and he's ran his team into the ground. I mean, there was this thing. I was at the restaurant tonight. They had this like special thing on talking about all the Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks and how awesome like Troy Aikman was and all this stuff. And it's just like, yeah, that was 30 years ago. Who cares now? But yep, look at him. Look at him.
Sad Jerry Jones. I'll tell you.
I'm sad. I need a blood transfusion. I need a new heart. He has a bunch of coolers in his lair full of young people's hearts that he has to get swapped into his chest like Prince Andrew or whatever. But
this is adrenochrome right in this bottle.
yeah,
right
exactly. He's harvesting that stuff.
Hell
You know what?
yeah,
I mean, the Lions handing the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, handing them a loss is always good. Is
It
always
felt
good.
It did feel.
Yep.
It feel like there was a little redemption, especially after losing the Thanksgiving on Green Bay.
Oh, God.
And just in the way we were losing, it's not.
Yeah.
Even like, oh my God, they just beat us. It was like, oh,
I know.
So
I was talking some shit on the Packers. I saw the TikTok comments. People were just like, "Whatever you say, little bro," and that got under my skin. I was very upset. I started weeping immediately.
Yeah, I heard.
I lost bladder control. I was pissing on myself uncontrollably. But it is what it is. The Packers are the Packers. They still, every once in a while, they still got the Lions number. I mean, the Lions have grown in leaps and bounds. I think their destiny is in front of them. I think, but the Packers are still the Packers. They can still get to us every once in a while. Jordan Love forgets he sucks sometimes.
What? That reminds me that TikTok you did, that promo you cut on the Packers fans, that really did get under their skin. That was like a WWF Jim Cornette promo, dude.
Yes,
like
I was channeling Jim
at Jim Cornette. Have you ever listened to his podcast?
I have not. I'm not big into. I don't get big into
phenomenal.
wrestling. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, dude, Jim Cornette, his wrestling podcast, you would love it, Hermdo.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I was never got too big into wrestling, but I'll definitely. I gotta broaden my horizons a little bit. I watched it when I was like at St. Isaac Jogues back in the day. I watched like WWE, Attitude Era, freaking Stone Cold, all those guys, but The Rock and all that stuff. I remember that back in the 90s.
So that's Jim Cornette right there.
Okay.
And that's a kid in an NWO shirt.
Oh wow, NWO. I remember that stuff.
Yeah, and then there's this other kid.
Oh yeah, crazy. That kid looks like me. The kid in the green shirt looks like me.
Does that other kid look like Alex Trombley?
A little bit.
Yeah, that is you.
Oh, when the hell? Oh, when was this taken?
St. Isaac Joe's.
Where'd you get this from?
Bob sent this to me today, and I go, dude, this is perfect timing.
Oh my God.
I am going to bring this up on the podcast with Hermdo.
I was going to say this chubby kid looks like me here.
Yeah.
I got people, it's weird, man, just kind of as an aside, but I got people telling me about my principal in like second grade in the YouTube comments on the channel. I'm just like, who are these people? Is that Bobby Lesage? Is somebody messing with me,
It probably is Bobby Lesage.
It probably is. Bobby, why you're freaking me out? I feel like I'm being gang stalked here by people who remember St. Isaac Jogues from 30 years ago.
Well, yeah, he is. Dude, he's got pictures. Like he's just got a collage of photos from from ever. Him and his mom take photos, so he always will pull out some classic relic and send it to the group chat. And he just sent this one. He sent another one at Nielsen.
That's funny.
I'll wait till when Nielsen's on. But yeah,
who was the guy on the right in the jean jacket? I have no idea who that was. You said it was Jim Cornette?
That looks like Jim Cornette from the WWF.
I don't remember him. I don't know who that guy was.
I have no idea.
Who are these mystery people? That must have been back in like third grade, man. I was such a fat little shit. I mean, I'm a fat big shit now. I'm still fat, but...
Don't worry.
I wish I can't find... I've been moving around so much in the last couple of years. I don't know where I put all my yearbooks. I got to look at that shit again. I hope they didn't get thrown out, but...
I just found it's actually funny because my son he's at Jefferson. And, same teachers that I had, so we were pulling out old yearbooks from the 90s. But yeah,
everybody get a look at young Hermdo.
Everybody had to take a look at young Hermdo.
Yeah, you take a look at young Hermdo right before I became a podcasting legend.
Where you came on here and bashed the Packers and now bashed the Packers. You know what I was actually I heard. So my friend Adam was at the game, and he said that there was surprisingly a ton of Cowboys fans there, which
that doesn't. They travel well. That's not anything too surprising,
right? Like
I saw some of them. I think one of them was hanging a skeleton with a Lions jersey in the end zone with the number 0 on the back. It might have been like Jahmyr Gibbs. It was probably a death threat. They should be investigated. We got to get Cash Patel after them immediately. We got to arrest Jerry Jones for allowing that to happen. We got to arrest Brian Schottenheimer. We got to arrest Dak Prescott.
Can we say the visors got to go? Like the NFL has to ban the visor. Schottenheimer wears it. Doug Peterson wore it. Like the visors got to go. The visor died in the early 2000s. That's just
I know. You see, it's just a stale holdover of like 2000s culture. I mean, they're going to be out there in like Jinko jeans or something next. You never know.
Well, if you're going to have a visor, you might as well ditch the cell phone and go to a pager. We've evolved. It's something we toyed with. It's something we wore upside down and backwards. But like now, I just hate to see these coaches, and it's always these kind of like douchey Southern coaches where, they're like permanent with the sunglass tan lines on their face.
Oh yeah.
But
the old crusty Southern, gent.
The wasp, the Southern wasp, the wasp. But anyway, I just to me it's just like Brian Schottenheimer. He's going to be gone. I feel like Jerry Jones is just going to sacrifice him. To Ball. And
the same thing with that ginger-haired guy. That was just the writing was on the wall with him. I forgot what was his name. Oh shit, I can't remember. Jason something.
Jason, what the hell is his name? Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett, that's right. And it kind of, you could see like kind of look on his face. And, seeing Brian Schottenheimer, how long has he been in Dallas? I haven't been following the Cowboys.
I think Schottenheimer, this might be his first year. I'm not sure.
Okay. Was he a coordinator before?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I heard he'd been a coordinator for a while. I don't know. Was he with the Cowboys before? I don't remember. I mean,
he was with, hold on. Let's do a whole Schottenheimer segment. He was,
he's Martin.
He got hired in 2003 as the Cowboys offensive coordinator. Then he became the head coach.
So he must have been like
that.
He must have been like 20.
Seattle.
Yeah. Okay.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah. So he's still a young guy. He's only in his early 50s, but One thing, he's the son of the legendary Marty Schottenheimer, Mister Incredible regular season, Mister Shit Your Pants in the postseason. But
Yeah.
I gotta say one thing. I gotta give Brian credit, Mister Schottenheimer. My dad, me and my dad watched the game, and my dad was like, "He's not yelling or screaming. He just looks totally stone faced out there."
Yeah.
And you just kind of see him. There's very little emotion on his face, so I'll give him credit in that regard. He's not like yelling and screaming, but
Well, the guy's been coaching in the NFL since the 90s. So
yeah,
I don't really think this is like his first stint, right? This isn't like
No.
his time to prove it, but this is big, obviously, if you're a coach of the Cowboys.
yeah,
But really, Hermdo, what I want to think, speaking of coaching, is what do you do with Johnny Morton after this season, right? Like,
God, that's a good
where is his
question.
role right now? What is he doing? Is he just driving Jameer Gibbs and getting him groceries? Like, what is
Yeah.
his role? Because Dan Campbell is clearly calling all the plays, right?
I think so.
And it looks like a Alabama offense under Nick Saban.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah,
is a lot of
clearly-
short passes and screens and
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you got some of the route combinations, some of that stuff, but
Yep.
with this character, I don't know. I mean, I kind of had that feeling like John Bourne last couple weeks, especially some of those losses we've had, loss to the Packers, the loss to we had the loss to the Chiefs, the loss to the Eagles, those kind of just gut punch losses, and you kind of just wonder like, yeah, okay, you can beat up. We've been beating up on the mediocre teams. And like when it comes to, I know that the Chiefs took a step back this year. They're like 500 right now, but they still got some powerful weapons on there. But he was, I don't know. I'm looking at that New York Giants game too. But we're able to get points when we need it, I guess. But John Morton, I don't know if we really need him again. I don't know. I think he
Here's
might
who
be
we
just
need.
a one and done. Yeah, Tom Kennedy. Go white boy, go. The returns, incredible, man. He was fighting for it. Goddamn, who the hell is
Shout
even
out-
Khalif Raymond anymore?
Shout out to Sean Dolan for just texting me about Tom Kennedy.
Yeah, look at how red-faced he is. He's an Irish lad. He's taking shots at Jameson on the sideline.
That
Hey, running this football.
it tells the whole story.
Tells the whole story. He is a
Look what-
red-faced.
Look what
He
this
is
guy's
Irish
done.
as fuck.
This guy, I
Yeah.
swear, for the last 25 years, I swear he's been on our practice squad, right?
Yeah.
I know he's only 5'10" and 195 pounds and 29 years old, but I
Yeah.
swear, since the age of 3, he's been on our practice squad.
Yeah, he was born on our practice squad.
This guy, but what he does today, right? No one remembers Tom Kennedy or cares about him except for us diehard Lions fans.
Of course.
But he was a dog, dude, on the kick return and special teams.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man!
He was kicking
He can
ass.
stay there. Why move
Yes.
him? Perfect.
Yeah,
take him.
keep
He
him there.
finally found himself a role. He's bigger and he's thicker than Khalif Raymond. Khalif Raymond is so
Yes.
tiny. He's so
Khalif
tiny.
Raymond is he's a little nymph. Khalif Raymond is a little nymph.
Yep.
And Tom Kennedy's a small guy too, but he's playing like a grown man out there. I got to tell you,
He's just a little bit more stout though. Like Khalif.
he is.
like-
He is. You could tell there's more power behind his runs. There's
Yeah.
more. He's harder to tackle. He's able to create space. Just looking at.
It's like a short little tight end. The way
He's short
runs.
just a short little dude. He's running his ass off. But God bless him. I say keep him out there. Keep him on special teams until he craps out. Fuck it.
Yeah. This is
I'd
the
say he's
jersey
earned it.
that I think we should get Hitch because
Yeah.
you want to talk about somebody who loves special teams is Hitch.
Oh yeah.
I'm dead serious. That's one thing I'm not making up. Hitch loves special teams. That's like his.
I know
thing.
he was. Yeah, that's the way that's how even though I remember the Lions fans were so. The Lions were so shitty. All those years. I remember we still had some decent special teams. We still had some good
Eddie
cookers.
Drummond.
Eddie Drummond. We still had some solid punt returners. We still had some guys out there that could.
Jason Hansen.
Jason Hansen, those guys. We still were. We sucked at everything else, but our special teams units were always good. But
Because we had Stan Kwan. He was my favorite special teams coordinator for the Lions.
yeah, hell yeah. But
Fuck
how about
the
that
Cowboys.
Aubrey for the Cowboys? The first NFL player in history to kick 3 field goals of 55-plus yards. I got to give him credit. He scored 12 points. He was half the Cowboys' offense that game.
He doesn't do
pretty-
what he does. That game is.
Yeah.
That's a blowout by.
That's absolutely a blowout. Absolutely.
That's a
So
blowout.
credit to him. Credit to the Cowboy special teams. I'll give credit where credit's due. it was wild, and it got a little hairy there, but fucking A, man. Fucking
Well,
A. We got to
Stephen
shout
A's
out the
right.
little guys. We got to shout out the Tom Kennedys and the Aubreys. We got to shout out the special teams guys.
Well, and those are the guys
Absolutely.
that continue to show up. And I
Yep.
saw when we had Maddoxon, he's that safety we picked up. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't specifically recall the play it was, but the guy just came out of nowhere across the field for a monster hit, right? There
Yeah.
are just guys who aren't big name guys playing like monsters, right?
Yeah.
So the opportunity for them is there. And
That
that's what I'm
separates.
loving to see about it.
Yeah. When you got that depth, when you can recruit guys, you can bring guys off the practice squad and they're ready to go and they can be positive contributors. That's the line between like mediocre and great team. When you got that kind of depth you can rely on. Absolutely, absolutely. And the
Well, and
Lions. Well,
it's
go
the
ahead.
line where we know what kind of Lions team this is, right? So
Yes.
when we see guys like Tom Kennedy and practice squad safeties playing their ass off, we know that the coaches are showing up. We know that
Yes.
the culture is poking out. We know that
Absolutely.
everything we love about this team and staff is at full force, right? So
Yeah.
they don't look flat. That's when you love seeing this team. And I didn't even think, Dan Campbell. It was kind of interesting. He didn't gamble. He didn't take any risks. He was
No, he was very
not.
reserved tonight.
He was, and I want to credit him for that because I think that takes a lot of balls to be
Yeah.
calm, right? You're at home. You want to do all this shit. You love this reputation, right? You want to give him the stone cold stunner, and you want to do it every 5
Yeah.
minutes. But you know you can't. You just can't. So
Yeah, it's not that kind of game.
no, it's not. So
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
it's
we got to kind
Bates
of
is supposed to do what Aubrey does and even further in field goal distance over 70 yards, but I think he's still nervous or in awe playing in the NFL instead of the UFL, XFL, USFL. Possibly. I mean, Bates is still my guy, but you know,
he is, but he's not wrong, right? So Jake
yeah,
Bates is supposed to be the big leg, long leg kicker. I mean, that's what we
yeah.
got him on, right?
That
In Ford
he did
Field.
that blocked field goal. That was pretty. Ugh, that was pretty yuck. I
It
didn't
was
like
icky.
that.
It was icky, but he looks very milky. He looks very soft. He doesn't look.
Sometimes, yes.
Aubrey went up there with his chest
Yeah.
popped out, like
He was a
ready.
boss. He was a boss. He came out there. I mean, there is. I still like Jake. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a solid kicker. But Aubrey came out there, no hesitation, no fear. He came out there like a boss. He walked on that field like any other day of the week and just booted like a 63-yarder like it was nothing. It was just like, oh damn. But
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I
scary
just-
when they're that automatic. It really is.
yeah, that's like
'Cause-
old school Justin Tucker, man.
Well,
It's crazy.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just those automatic go-to kickers are
Yeah.
far few in between, and when you do
Mm-hmm.
have them, it's really cool, and you kind of like take it for granted, right? We had it for a really long time with Jason Hansen, and you had
Yes.
it with obviously. God, who do we have with the Patriots and the Colts? Who was just automatic forever. He was like the Mariano Rivera of kicking.
Yeah, I know you're. I forgot his name.
Yeah, you know who I'm
gotta-
talking about.
I think so. Yeah, he had
But
some
yeah,
big kicks. Yeah,
anyways, it is a little nerve wracking, right? But once you see him start, you know, I don't know.
Having a guy
I
you
can't
can-
seem to name. There's
yeah.
a guy out there that I'm clamoring for that I'm saying he should be our kicker. But yeah, I get the comment.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But it's just having a guy like that was so, just having that kind of confidence, knowing that he can get you those extra points when you need it. If your offense falls flat, you just know you got a guy who can hit it from outside 50. That's huge. That's a big confidence boost. People we always question like how important that position really is, but that's a vital position. When you put 12 up, for your team, when your offense is sputtering, when you lose like one of your top receivers, that's big. That's big. Some guys show out with that. Is Bates there at that level? Can you really count on him like you could count on a guy like that, like an Aubrey? But I don't know. I'd like to believe so, but there's a couple. Sometimes you just kind of wonder.
No, I completely understand. And then you look at too, you want to talk about guys you can rely on. There's somebody out there that we haven't really been calling his name for a while, and it was David Montgomery. But you look what he did
Yeah.
today. Look at this, his old touchdown play.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
got
this
the
is
replay.
nothing.
Cool.
This is nothing to clamor with, my friend.
No,
Look at that.
there's a handoff right through, just forcing his way through. That dude holding onto his shirt. Yeah.
And that's his dangerous portion right here, right there. Is
That is so.
the dude holding onto his shirt, right?
Yeah.
Here's another one. Big play by
Jameson.
Jamo.
Jameson showed out tonight.
He did. He did. And you know what I really love to see too was the crossing route with Amon-Ra and Jamo, right?
Yes.
You put those guys on that inside crossing route, dude, they're going to shed four corners and they're going to get you a first down plus. I mean, it is
Yeah.
really nice to see. And all you need to do is give Goff that little bit of protection, and he's going to get that ball right where it needs to be. And that play was
Exactly.
funny. That play worked today. That play, I saw Jamo and I saw St. Brown make big plays with that crossing route.
Yeah. I think one of the crossing routes, there's kind of a miscommunication. It like bounced off of Amon-Ra or
There
something.
was.
That was the one instance it didn't work, and I'm just like, what's going on here? But
Yep.
overall, that play is money. You know, you can rely on the guys. You can rely on all the, especially the blocking and whatnot. Amon-Ra was doing some good blocking tonight, and it was just very, very solid performance. You know, it's good to have guys you can rely on. It's just so massive. You know, David Montgomery breaking through that line. You know, just doing what he does, being such a
Amik
reliable
Robertson
guy. Amik Robertson too. Reed was
continues
huge.
to show up. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is that interception.
Derek Barnes, yeah.
Where obviously, let's pull this back a little bit further. This is a kick by Bates, but I just want to talk about, here's where, this is where game tape comes into play.
Yeah.
Watching tape. Amik Robertson knew exactly where to put his hands on that play.
Yep.
And I'm telling you right now, it was a thing of beauty, right?
Oh, yeah.
While we're clamoring for Terry and Arnold or DJ Reed, who did a really nice job, this guy
Yes.
has continued to play his ass off for us. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, just
Amik is
watching-
the man.
He is the man, and
Yeah.
I think his name doesn't get called enough. And we don't
Yeah,
give him
he's
enough
an unsung
credit.
hero on this defense, definitely.
He really is.
He's been quietly excellent, you know. He does everything you need him to do.
Yep.
I mean, he's just one of those guys that just is out there. He can break up the passes, he can get those critical, knockdowns and the interceptions and what I mean, not interceptions so much, but he can be a real good part of that offense. And Isaac Tesla finally lose to him a little bit, so
It was
That's
nice to
good.
see Tesla too. We were sitting
Yeah.
on the couch, and my Jason, my son, called it, and he's like, "Oh, it's going to be." He was calling all the plays. I really thought he
Yeah.
and Dan Campbell were locked in the ear. he's like J-Mo over the top.
good stuff. Oh, they got the replay up. Oh, you're watching that on Prime. Okay.
I'm watching that replay. It's on YouTube, baby.
Oh, is it already? Wow, that was quick.
Already.
Normally, you have to wait a while.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
but
no.
that's cool. That's cool. Definitely cool. Oh,
Well, night,
Night,
sir.
guys.
Thank
Thanks.
you for joining.
See you
Thanks for the
later,
comments.
Aquaman.
We always appreciate it.
absolutely.
I don't know what this is.
Cow bitches got that ass spread like Angela White. Crying purple face, crying purple face. Got your ass clapped, flapping booty style. Hell yes. That's what we need. That's some high quality content right there, man. that separates Detroit fan forum from everywhere. We're talking about clapping cheeks. We're clapping all the cheeks. We're clapping Jerry Jones's wrinkly old cheeks. We're clapping Dak Prescott's cheeks. Everyone's cheeks are getting clapped. That's the Lions. We're not biting kneecaps. We're clapping cheeks.
So how does this look now to the Cowboys fans and the ESPN Cowboy fans that
Yeah.
will be talking? They make all these moves, they make all these trades, and it's for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they're doing a little.
You lose Micah Parsons,
Yep.
and you get these first-round picks, which you're going to need, and you trade for Quinton Williams from the
Yeah,
Jets. And,
Quinton Williams, yeah.
or Quinton Williams from the Jets. You make all these moves, and it's for nothing now. The season's over, right? If you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I mean they got a 9% chance, but I mean they're
They're done, dude. They're out
they're
of the
done.
playoffs. They're
Yeah,
toast.
I don't even. I mean, the Lions pretty much did what pretty much they needed. They did what they needed to do, and however the rest of this season goes, sometimes, just knocking the Cowboys down a peg, that's a good thing. But if I'm a Cowboys fan, the whole Micah Parsons deal, I mean, just the way it was handled, it was a real
You
mess.
can't be happy about that.
No,
There's
you can't
way
be.
that was a total ego-driven Jerry Jones thing, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, Micah said the wrong thing or did the wrong thing or whatever. It's just it's
Micah
more
wouldn't
bullshit. I mean, how
sacrifice
tired
himself to Jerry's satanic
Jerry's
cult.
Jerry's massive fucking cult of personality, but
Yeah.
I mean, how tired are you of this guy? I mean the guy he's been in charge for so long and the team is just stagnated for so long. I mean, what do you do at this, you're going to keep swapping head coaches, you're going to keep chasing off. You're going to keep trading away your top talent. It's just what are we doing here, Cowboys fans? I mean, come on already. This has been the story for a long time too. I remember, they had some good teams under Romo. I remember the Romo era. It looks,
They did.
but they were never one to go over the top. They were just never looked like they were really Super Bowl contenders. They don't. I mean, Dak's been in the league since what, 2016. He's been around
Like
for a long
$60
time.
million a year.
$60 million a year. You're not getting any closer to the promised land. It's just been this mediocre shit, for decades now, and it's not. You might get close. I mean, but they haven't even been close. I mean, you're probably not, take that with a grain of salt or whatever. But I mean, still, man. I mean, for the kind of reputation the Cowboys have, for the kind of history they got, and just seeing this mediocrity, we're seeing it with the Red Wings too. We can go on about the Red
dude.
Wings, but
Oh, they're Hermdo. You called it though. They're slipping. The Red Wings are slipping. They lost
Yeah.
another one today, 5-6.
5-6 in the shootout against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So the Columbus Blue Jackets aren't bad this year, but it's still the Columbus Blue Jackets, man.
No, and and it's the Pistons too. They lost 1-2, and I know it's only one game, but they lost one to Milwaukee with the Giannis out basically.
Yeah, Giannis was out. I mean, Milwaukee's like 9-13 right now. It's
No,
just like,
they're
come on,
awful.
Pistons.
Right?
They had
So
a couple.
We
They
needed
had
this
those.
win as a Detroit team. We needed this.
Yeah.
Win. We really did.
We needed this win, absolutely. I mean, but Lions showed up. Other teams really didn't. But Wings stink. It's just there's a lot of issues with those. I mean, I'm just getting.
Say though.
Yeah.
Let's take this to a positive route real quick.
Okay.
I'm Mr. Negative. Don't worry, but
I know.
DJ Reed, nice
Yes.
free agency pickup.
Very nice.
Upgrade
Very
from
nice.
Carlton Davis when healthy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think let's not overlook that.
Yeah, that's a good. Brad Holmes. I mean, some of the quiet picks he makes, he look, and sometimes we get on his case. I know I've criticized his free agent strategy or lack thereof, but some of these quiet little moves he makes, some of the lower impact guys he makes do. I mean, some of the lesser known picks he makes, I should say, but some of this free agency strategy, filling those gaps, getting those players in there, getting the bit pieces together, getting the pieces, whatever you want to call it, but. He's able to find guys like DJ Reed and actually get something out of them, and pick up some of these guys on the waiver wire and get something out of them too. Put them in Kelvin Shepard's defense and actually get some positive production out of them. And it's
They were talking a lot of shit before the game.
yes, who everybody.
Dak Prescott was talking a lot of shit.
Of course he was.
He said they're going to, I'm going to tear him up. We're going to throw yards up. We're going to blow him up. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, at the end of the day, who gives a shit? All football players talk shit. That's what.
Who gives a shit? Dak, man. I tell you what, win a couple playoff games. Get your shit together. I mean, the Lions won a divisional title. I mean, the Lions got to an NFC championship before you did. It's that's one thing we got on the Cowboys. You want to talk your shit, man. I mean,
the Cowboys, like we just said, the Cowboys are going to have a lot of thinking to do. Jerry Jones is going to have to figure out, a lot of key decisions because he's probably got another 300 years to live is my guess.
Probably if they keep pumping him with adrenochrome.
I was gonna say, if you don't think he's a fucking reptilian, come on, he is a 100%.
100%.
100%.
He lives off the blood of children. Absolutely. He's a
Dude is
reptile.
he is a shapeshifter. You
Yeah.
cannot. You have to prove me wrong at this point.
He's like
Seriously,
he's like an iguana or something. They
prove
got to
me
keep
wrong.
that. They got to keep his press box, temperature controlled so he doesn't go into torpor or some shit.
Exactly. He's
So
got
he's not
sand
just
on the
like,
floor that he digs into.
yeah. They got to keep sand on the floor. He can dig in there. They got to feed him flies. You see him out there. You just bring him a cup of flies, and his little tongue is darting in there. So, yeah. But what do you do if you're Jerry Jones now? Looking at the Cowboys, the way they're constructed right now.
You have
C.D. Lamb went down.
Yep.
What's his status?
Yep.
What's going to be? George Pickens is probably wondering what the fuck he got himself into. But it's
You
a
have a
mess.
lot of money, you have a lot of
Yes.
names, you have a lot of personalities, and you have a lot of premier positions that it doesn't always necessarily, if you have all those, means a fucking Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Ooh, we got some
No,
comments
not
in
at
here
all.
too. Just wanted to pop in and say Monty for center and Gibbs for outer, and dynamic duo.
I got a
These
problem with
two
that.
are.
I got a problem with that. That sounds good to me, man. I mean,
Use more Montgomery, and I think we were talking
Yeah.
about that. Like,
absolutely. We got to utilize him more. I mean, there's been issues that there's been stuff going on. There was some drama with JMO not getting used enough.
Yeah.
I keep pounding. I pound the drum for JMO. I pound the drum for Montgomery.
Yep.
I pound the drum for Tesla. I want to see these guys mixed in the offense more. Especially because God love Amon Ra. He made some great, great plays for us tonight. But as we know, he's had a couple drops here
it
and there.
can't just be on him, man. Like this
Yeah.
offense is
No.
constructed to be a multi-tool. Again, I'll give it back to the way the Patriots offense was constructed, to where
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady had multiple running backs that he could call on for different options.
Yeah.
He had wide receivers and tight ends all along the line that he could call in for different timing routes.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything was based on having these weapons, and we have them. So like our commenter says, thank you. I hope you like and subscribe.
Yes.
That we need to be using Montgomery a lot more, because he's
Yes.
a bowling ball up the middle that you can't
Yeah.
bring down, and
No.
it's really nice to see Gibbs be this Barry Sanders. But
Yes.
imagine if you had Barry Sanders plus when Barry was there, what you would have, and that's what we need to think
yeah.
about. Don't get lost in that.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's I want to see. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, the guy. I can't. Every week he's amazing me. It's so just this guy and what he brings to the table. I can't say enough good things about him. I don't know what else you could say about him. He's absolutely incredible. What he's able to do out there in the field and what he can do for the Lions and this offense. He's a touchdown machine. It's absolutely insane. He's only getting better. But yeah, I mean, you got to take some of the pressure off him too. Him and Amon Ra just can't be your whole offense. But we got to mix it up a little bit. I know we're down a couple tight ends, but I was worried about that too. I was worried about Amon Ra was he wasn't really a game time decision, but kind of. But
Well, they were
he,
making
we
it
were,
out to be, and you really didn't
Yeah.
know what they were going to do with him or how.
I know. I
serious
didn't
his
hear
ankle
about it.
was.
Yeah, I didn't get his status till like a half hour before the game. I didn't know what his deal was, but we were worried about what was his deal. I mean, what was his offense look like without Amon Ra and tight ends? But we took care of business. We scored 44 with no tight ends. So,
So as
Hell.
we're talking about Gibbs, and everybody is talking about Gibbs. I want to take everybody back to a point in time where we made a trade, right, in the first round to pick 12, and the Detroit Lions were on the clock, and everybody's wondering what the hell they're going to do, and they take this guy named Jahmyr Gibbs.
yeah.
And I know there were a lot of Lions fans out there going, "What? A fucking running back? We're taking a
Yeah.
running back at 12 right now? This is who
Yeah.
we need? Are you kidding me?" Right? So I just want everybody to scale back to that, right? And it's funny that they say the pro matchup is Jamal Charles. They should have said Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
But this is what we should be expecting, right? I
Yeah.
mean, he's going to blow Bijan Robinson out of the water.
I
right?
think
and that was
so.
his draft class. He's going to separate himself. With obviously our offensive line's a little better, but
Yeah.
he's nuts, dude. His top speed's like 22, 23 miles an hour.
It's insane. It's insane. I mean, him and some of the speed of some of these guys on our team. And look at what Jameer he makes defenders look like idiots. He makes them look like parking lot cones. It's insane.
And when he stops on a dime and the fucking defender just shoots off into the sideline and he cuts over for the first down.
Yep.
I don't have that queued up, but that was a beautiful.
I saw that tonight. Yeah,
beautiful play. Oh my god, just dropping on a dime like that.
I remember my buddy I followed the draft that year, and I remember my buddy texting me. He's just like, Holmes fucked up. We shouldn't have taken him. We shouldn't have taken him. And I was kind of like, I mean, I kind of felt the same way too. I think didn't Jalen Carter come out that year, if I'm not mistaken? Like wasn't he 7th overall? I don't remember, but the Lions did trade back for it. And I was kind of wondering. I'm not sure. I might be mistaken. You have to forgive me, but
let's. You're. It's a little late, but I want to make sure.
Yeah.
That was the. What the hell? That was 23, right?
I thought it was 22, or was it 21?
22. It wasn't 21.
No.
I thought it was 21 too.
Me too. Hold on.
That was Hutchinson.
2021. Okay, 2022 NFL draft. Bear with us, folks. Okay.
So 2022 was when we got J-Mo at 12.
Okay,
Jameson Williams at 12, and that was
that's right. That was the same. That was the same year we got Aiden Hutchinson.
Yep.
And then didn't that Kayvon Thibodeau went?
2023 was Gibbs.
Okay. Oh, that was Jameson Williams. Right. 2023 was Gibbs?
Mm-hmm.
He's only
and that was another one where we're like, we're trading into the second round again, or the first round again for another Alabama weapon.
Yeah. Fucking A, man. Do. Yeah, Bryce Young, ooh, boy. C.J. Stroud. Yep. Jalen Carter went 9th. I think we swapped. Yeah.
That's still one that I know Mike Valeni wants back.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. I don't give a fuck.
What are you going to do?
Mike Valeni.
Oh, that fucking guy. But I don't like hate him, but I agree with him with some of his takes, but as the dude.
As I've gotten older, that's the type of, honestly, I appreciate his take. I appreciate who he's involved into. Obviously, when I was young and he was young, we were both obnoxious, but I like Valeni. He's always checked us as an outsider.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a homer. He's a guy that'll shoot you straight. He'll give you his unfiltered opinion. He's a guy that, sometimes I'm kind of like, Mike, you got to take it easy here, man. But, for the most part, you don't want him to.
Told me the same thing. You got to take it easy.
Yes.
See,
I tell that to everybody.
But I get it, though. I there's a little bit of Mike Valeni in me where you start talking about this stuff and you're like, oh, I can press a couple emotional buttons with hands and, start saying some shit and it pisses people off. I mean, or you could do it about TV shows like MASH and I can say MASH is overrated and I can set a whole fucking world on fire, right?
Oh, that's funny.
I truly stand by that concept, though. But my opinion is I think all those shows are overrated. I think it was all overrated.
I don't know. If I watched MASH again, I probably wouldn't like it that much. I watched that when I was like 17, but we're talking about 70s TV shows now. Fuck the Lions. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I watched it when I was really young. I was like still like in high school when I watched it. And I thought it was really funny. Maybe if I watched it again, I probably wouldn't like. I haven't seen the show in like 20 years. So
it's out of pocket now, man. It's so out of pocket. It's such a terrible.
Oh Lord.
Show.
Yeah.
I will say though, they were doing a whole concept reunion show about the Golden Girls, and I did find myself watching that. That was pretty interesting.
Yes.
Groundbreaking at the time. If you
good old Golden Girls. Good old Betty White and Rue McClanahan and.
You remember?
What's her name? B. Arthur.
Mm-hmm. B. Arthur.
Gotta look
great.
Strong, assertive, old women. God bless them.
God bless them.
I wish they were my grandmas. I really do.
Yeah. They were some fun ladies, man.
Yes, they were.
Little ladies. Sassy.
It was a fun show.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
Yeah.
And you know what show I really loved was In the Heat of the Night, and Carol O'Connor was in that.
Oh
From
yeah.
that was about like Mississippi police and back in the 70s and 80s.
I heard about it, but I don't think I've ever. I think I remember my mom. I think liked that show.
Oh my god, dude! In the Heat of the Night was great.
That was a long time ago.
I'm gonna bring this up.
Okay. Obscure TV references. Yes.
Obscure TV references, dude. That's what happens when you talk to me.
Yep.
Things get a
In the
little
heat of the
strange.
night. Yeah.
Yeah, it was always on, like one of your WB50. Um, just a good. This guy. Oh, look at that. Look at that
Is
smile.
that the skipper from Gilligan's Island?
It is not. No, that is Carol O'Connor.
Oh,
That's
that's Carol O'Connor.
yeah.
Is
Not the
that
skipper.
Carol O'Connor? Okay.
It's definitely not Carl Weathers. I don't
I
know what
thought Carol
Carl
O'Connor
Weathers.
was a woman.
It's Archie Bunker, dude.
I should know. I'm so out of line. I don't know anything about television before the 90s. I'm sorry.
He goes, I got nothing. I got. Well,
I keep like I looked up. Yeah, I mean you always hear like Archie Bunker brought up in like the greatest sitcom characters of all time, and I should know Archie Bunker's real name for God's sake. But
It's Carol. Yeah, yes. That's the thing. You need
I
to pay
should.
attention
I
to
should. That's
nowadays.
something. That's something I should know as a millennial.
So where do you think the Lions are headed as far as wild card? Are we thinking wild card now?
I
Is
think
that
it's going to be
our
wild card.
Yeah,
I
is
think
our
they'll probably
best
take a
option
wild
is
card spot.
Yeah,
Not
I would
unless like
think
the
so.
Bears. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Bears. They're a resilient team. They're one of these teams that just like a lot of people say they're not as good as their record, and I can kind of dig what they're saying, but I don't. I've defended Caleb Williams before. I know he's a metrosexual. I know he's a fancy lad, but he's still a very solid, he's a good quarterback, and he can get you those wins. And I think they got a decent enough offense. I think the Bears are solid enough. Do they actually win the division? Does Green Bay catch up to them? They very well can, but I don't see the Bears winning the division. I think it's probably going to go to Green Bay this year, which is, well, what else is new? But you never know. I think the
Well,
Lions
they've
get in
got
the wild
Green
card.
Bay. They've got Green Bay, Browns, Green Bay, 49ers, Lions. That's the Bears'
Okay.
next schedule.
So that's the Bears. So they got Green Bay, Browns, 49ers, Green Bay. So maybe they
This is your
finish.
Shadur Sanders Browns too. This isn't your Joe
Yeah.
Flacco Browns. This is your I have something to prove.
Yeah.
So I can only beat the Raiders Browns.
Oh Lord, I don't know. I think the Bears probably finish. They haven't played Green Bay yet, so I don't know. But I mean, they're going to be playing them next week. I think we'll get a pretty good idea. I think Green Bay is going to have the Chicago's number. Honestly, I think Green Bay. I mean,
Yeah.
I hate Green Bay. I hate Jordan Love. I hate Wisconsin. I hate everything. Those dirty corn-eating, cheese-loving douchebags are stand for. But I got to, I'll give credit where credit's due. I think Green Bay's is going to have the Bears number this year. I don't know if Green Bay if the Bears match up well enough against what Green Bay brings.
No, this is where I think where we see the post Thanksgiving, and I don't think
Yeah.
the Bears have played post Thanksgiving football before.
No,
We've seen what that looks like, and we've gone into those seasons with really tough high records where we can afford
Mm-hmm.
to lose a couple games. But at that point, it really doesn't matter because at that point, you just can't lose for shit. You got to be kind of on a hot rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Like you gotta. I don't know. It's interesting. That's why I really want to look at these. The way these. It bothers me that there's going to be a team with probably a semi almost losing record getting into the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. And it
Yeah,
will bother
it-
me every year.
it happens. It happens. But I think the Lions will probably. I think they'll probably get. I don't know like what play. They'll probably get a decent wild card spot. I think they'll be all right. I think the Lions got enough to cross the finish line, have a solid season. I think the only game I see the Lions losing is probably going to be the Rams.
Okay.
But I just think Matt Stafford's on another level. He's like 38 and he's still slinging it like crazy, man. The guy just can't be stopped. But
Well, if you're going to write a script, that's a game. That's a game that I'm telling you always writes a good story.
That's going to be a good game. We got the better of them a couple years ago in 2023 playoffs, but
Yep.
I don't know. This year seems a little bit different. Rams seem a little bit hungrier. But, I mean, I'm not saying anything's impossible. But if the Lions, I mean, considering where this season goes, the Lions could wind up, with 11 wins, and it's still a solid season. I mean, but granted, the playoffs, I don't know about the playoffs with this team. Just the injuries they got, some of the issues they've had. I don't know. I hate doing the prediction stuff. I'm always such a Weasley fence-sitting pussy when it comes to predicting stuff. I'm just like, oh, don't put it on me. But I think the Lions can finish solid. I think they'll probably be 11. 11-6 is realistic with this team. With the rest of the schedule, I think the meat of the schedule is pretty much over with. I mean, you're going to go play geriatric Aaron Rodgers. He's coming into town. He's hobbling into town. God, if we could beat Aaron Rodgers, if we can beat the Cowboys, if we can ruin the Cowboys' playoff chances and beat Aaron Rodgers, just shove it in his stupid face, his stupid pretty boy face,
I'm way
his
more
dumb.
confident that we could beat the Steelers than I was that we could beat the Cowboys. So
Yeah,
that's
I think we'll take care of business. I just making sure that Aaron Rodgers, the New York Jets experiment was a disaster. I want the Steelers experiment to be a disaster too. I want him to just. I want him to have the most embarrassing end of his career ever. I want him to be like Joe Flacco, just bouncing around here and there, never getting a ring anywhere close to it ever again. I hope he's in the league another 10 years, just bouncing around as a journeyman. I hope so. I hope he's like 58.
Yeah.
Hope he's 58 getting his shit rocked. But, yeah, just if we can beat Aaron Rodgers, that'll make up for a lot of the I mean, I know we can't beat Green Bay this year, but if we can beat the old Green Bay quarterback, it's always good to beat Aaron Rodgers, man. Always.
It does bother me a little bit that we just couldn't split that series with Green Bay.
That does
just a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Man, that is a real kick in the balls, man. That's a real friggin' Green Bay fans getting any kind of shit talking rights on you, And the Lions played Green Bay very good last few years, but this year, but you know what? We got a fresh start next season. With the future still in front of us, I think the Lions will be back. I don't have a problem with that. But we still have a young, good team, and I think we can really take it to our division.
We absolutely do.
I'm being positive about it. Green Bay Packers fans, okay, but We take what you can get. I mean, a loss is a loss. But just taking, the Lions fans. I'm so used to losing. It's just that it doesn't even bother me anymore. But it is what it is.
Well, that's why that's why you kind of have to set yourself up for like an almost like this negative attitude before some of these games because you're so used to losing. You've been through this before. You understand what it feels like, and you don't want to get burned out or hurt. But at the same time, you're trying to get past that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely.
We got someone hopping in the comments. Dude, everybody's loving David Montgomery.
Yeah, absolutely. Monty was on fire tonight. Just taking care of business.
To see him because those are the things that need the eye test. Is Gibbs involved? Is St. Brown involved? Is Monty involved? Like, are all these boxes being checked?
It was really
the Lions team you want to see.
That's the offensive show we deserve as Lions fans. Yes. Absolutely. And just there's so many moments. It's just watching like Jahmyr Gibbs just rattle off, make defenders miss, like send defenders into different zip codes, and just race to the end zone. Watching David Montgomery power through a defensive line like a bowling ball and just wrestle his way all the way to the end zone. There's so many moments that this team has given us last few years where it's just like, holy shit, the Lions are for real. I still feel, and despite the disappointments of this year, there's still plenty of moments this year. I felt like it. The announcer said, I believe there was like 6 plays of 25-plus yards for the Lions.
There was.
This game against the Cowboys. That's one of the things. I mean, that was like unheard of in previous eras of the Lions. I mean, this team can still surprise you. I can't bury the Lions. Granted, I still think they're going to finish strong. I think they'll be able to take care of business. It seems like things are clicking better. I got to say, I still think this Lions team can be very dangerous if they if they can stay healthy, I still think Kelvin Shepard is a good enough coordinator where he can deal with a lot of adversity and he can plug and play guys and take care of business that way. I think Dan Campbell, making more of the offensive play calls is a good thing. I'm really liking the way he's mixing it up. John Morton, but
I don't even think I saw them flash to him today in the booth.
I didn't see a minute of him. I don't even think they mentioned his name today.
He might have. Maybe he was just in the back.
Maybe he was
allowed to sit in the booth.
He was probably in the locker room in the ice bath or something. He was taking a jazz bath next to Patrick Mahomes.
Taking a jazz bath. Oh shit. Well, hey, listen, dude. We're at an hour. And,
oh wow!
It's getting pretty late, and this guy's got to work in the morning. So I
Poor
want to
guy.
thank you for hopping on. I want to thank
Absolutely
everybody for hopping in the comments. There's a lot of people that have been watching tonight after this game, so we greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. Hermdo has his own page on YouTube as well. It's full of goofy ass shit. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yes.
He puts out new videos all the time, from Candace Owens to how to pick out your new flavor of bubble gum. The guy's got options, guys, but we seriously.
It's not bubble gum; it's a tobacco pouch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or no, a nicotine pouch.
Nicotine pouch.
Yeah, it's nicotine. It's tobacco-free nicotine.
But we're seriously thanking you guys for hopping in. It means a lot. We put a minimal amount of effort into this, so it's nice to see a little bit of a return. But
we're half-assing it totally.
Yeah,
we don't even care anymore.
No, we could care less. I don't even have pants on. So, I did want to say Al Michaels, though, has an absolute terrible dye job. He needs to go.
Yes.
He's ugly. He looks like Dan Halen from the the show Squidbillies.
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
And you know what? I'm tired of Kirk Herbstreit, too. I hate Kirk Herbstreit, too.
He's
fat.
Go.
He's terrible. He's a Buckeye. He's
this
a
is
dirty.
Al Michaels.
Yes, that is Al Michaels.
This is what Al Michaels looks like to me. A kneeless man.
Yes, that is exactly who he is.
Yes.
He's a kneeless man with a terrible dye job. Kirk Herbstreit is a douche. I hope his dog gets cancer. I'm just kidding.
All right, brother. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe.
All right.
One Pride.
Bye-bye.
And we'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Peace.